On today's broadcast, we'll be speaking on the topic, is bed sharing beneficial and safe during infancy? Now, before we head into the interview, statistics shows that bed sharing during infancy, where the baby sleeps in the same bed as the parent, remains a controversial practice. While some parents find it promotes bonding and eases nighttime feeding, researchers constantly shows significant safety concerns such as sudden infant death syndrome or suffocation and other related dangers. Now let's see what the people have to say in the interviews.
I have a few questions to ask you in regards of bed sharing with infants. Do you have a child of your own?
Yes, I do. I have a 4-year-old. I had her in 2020 in the year of the pandemic.
Okay. What are your thoughts on bed sharing with infants?
I feel like it depends on the circumstances and what is everybody like when they sleep, because it could come off very dangerous, but it could also be beneficial to the mother.
Okay. And why did you personally choose to bed share?
I chose to bed share because my daughter had her own room, and I just wanted to have a look at her and to watch her. And I would say in the beginning of her infant phase, I was breastfeeding, so she would get up in the middle of the night and cry and stuff like that. So I would have to immediately breastfeed. So I feel like that would just be too much going to the next room to get her.
Okay. So what safety precautions did you take?
Safety precautions that I took is that only me and her slept in the bed, and I also used a whole bunch of pillows. She wasn't a roller in the beginning, but I did use a whole bunch of pillows to barricade her in. And as for me, I'm not a wild sleeper. I was real tedious about the way that I slept, so I could watch my daughter.
So in a way, you were aware of the risks associated with bed sharing with her?
Yes, I was aware of the risks of bed sharing with her. I don't necessarily say, I think everybody should. I think only parents who would take serious precautions, those who are light sleepers and those who are real observant when it comes to their children. I do recommend people probably get a bassinet or something to have their kid aside from them, but even then there is also dangers that come with that as well. So you really just have to trust that you know what's best for your kid.
Okay. And do you think culture or family tradition influences bed sharing?
No, I don't think either or really. In my house, I've seen some of my aunts growing up as a kid. I've seen some of my aunts, they would have their kids in bassinets or would have their kids straight into the crib. Some would probably share a bed with their infant, but other than that, I feel like it just depends on the mom and what she feels is best for the child. I know that a dad is very present, but I feel like because the mom did all the work caring and stuff like that, me being the mom, I think that we think we know everything when it comes to our kid. Most of the time, because
your maternal instincts are more there.
So I just feel like it's more so what the mom thinks than what the dad thinks, and the dad just chimes in yeah, okay, they agree. They don't really have a choice.
Okay, and for last question, what advice would you give for families that are considering it or are going through it?
My best advice is to let it be a team. Let it be a team decision between both parents and what they feel is best for the kid. Like I said before, I know most of the time the mom will make the decision because she's in a state of wanting that intimacy with her kid and just sharing that moment with her kid and stuff like that, and not wanting to take their eyes off their children. I would say at the end of the day, it is a team decision on what they feel is best. I can't speak for everybody, but I do say do what you feel is best for your household. You can look up on the internet a million things, but they can't necessarily tell you what you can do. They can only tell you the precautions of what may happen, but you don't know what could happen. So just think about, just have your infant's best interest at heart.
All right. Well, thank you for your time here to have this interview.
Yeah.
And your information was really helpful.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Who am I here with today?
Faith.
I have a question on bed sharing. Are you educated with what that is?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on bed sharing with infants?
I feel that if you share a bed with a baby, or if you're new, I feel like newer parents should share a bed with a baby just because I feel like it reassure them that their baby's still there and breathing, especially since babies do stop breathing in their sleep sometimes.
Do you think bed sharing strengthens the bond between parents and babies? Why or why not?
Yes, because every night they make that connection, that connection with sleeping with each other, seeing each other every night, being each other's like arms, kind of thing.
Okay. Would you personally choose to bed share? Why or why not?
Yes, because I would feel more comfortable knowing my child is okay and is breathing, and I'll be able to sleep at night knowing that I can still feel my child's breathing. And just if they cry, I can hear them and get to them automatically.
Okay. Have you ever shared a bed with a baby?
No.
Have you ever shared a bed with your baby, and how did it go?
Yes, I've shared a bed with my baby before. I have to say, at first it was a little uncomfortable, only because I took every precaution not to accidentally roll over the baby. So I would put pillows in between myself and the baby, and that kind of made it uncomfortable for me to sleep for a while. But once I got into the habit of sleeping with my baby and actually knowing that the baby was there, over a period of time it got more comfortable for myself.
What safety precautions did you take while bed sharing?
Well, as I mentioned in the first question, I would put pillows between myself and the baby. I would also put a pillow on the floor closest to the side that the baby or my baby was sitting on. So just in case my baby accidentally rolled off the bed, he would fall on the floor.
Do you think bed sharing affected your sleep quality or your baby?
Absolutely. Like I said, for the first couple of weeks, especially after bringing him home as a newborn, it did affect my quality of sleep. I had a lot of sleepless nights, and that was mainly due to me just wanting to ensure that he was safe throughout the night, whether that was taking precautions to keep him safe as far as putting pillows between myself and the baby, or just me staying up in general just to make sure that my baby was okay during the night. So yes, it did affect my quality of sleep.
Okay, what are your thoughts on sharing your bed with newborns?
I feel like there's no problem to that. It's like giving them support, while you're there laying down with your baby or something like that.
You think it's safe? Why not?
I mean, I don't think it's dangerous. It's like you're just laying down, cuddling with your baby, keeping it safe or something like that. So I think it's a good idea.
Do you think the bed sharing with the infant will affect you or the baby?
No, it shouldn't affect me or the baby. I don't think it would.
What safety precautions would you take while bed sharing with the infant?
Well, me, I know I'm not gonna move a lot while I'm sleeping, and I'll probably I don't think the baby's gonna fall or anything like that, so I don't think I would take any safety precautions. Because I know, if someone's on the bed with me, I know I'm gonna know someone's on the bed while I'm sleeping.
Would you personally choose to bed share with your newborn? Why or why not?
Would I? Honestly, I don't think I would. I mean, probably the first time I would. Why? That you got a baby, and I'm gonna comfort it or something like that. But I wouldn't continuously do it. I don't feel like it's needed. Yeah.
Who am I here with today? Kenya.
Okay.
Do you know what bed sharing is? From my knowledge, I know that bed sharing is sharing a bed with, your infant or someone who needs you. What are your thoughts on bed sharing with infants? Honestly, I feel like it's a good way to connect with your kid, to, you know, build a relationship. Just be very aware. Don't do it all the time. Don't get them used to sleeping in the bed. They obviously have a crib that they can be in or a carrier, so they can be in there as well. Just kind of like all
Do you think bed sharing strengthens the bond between parents and babies?
Yes, I do.
Why or why not?
Like I said earlier, I feel like it builds the bond. Like it keeps them, like it lets them know that you're here, that you're around, and yeah.
Would you personally choose the bed share? Why or why not?
I would bear the bed share. You know, if I had a kid, I would want to be with my kid. I would want to build that bond, feel comfortable, safe, protected. But like I said, not get them used to being in the bed with you. Like, you know, that they have their own bed that they can be in at the same time.
Are you aware of the risk associated with bed sharing?
Yes, I am. But like I said, you can be safe with it. Obviously, you have like a little barrier between the two, and don't get them used to being in the bed. So, obviously, don't be able to sleep. Make sure you're like sleeper.
One more question. What do you think are the safest sleeping arrangements for newborns?
Their crib for sure, because you know there's like a level to it. They won't roll off, they won't fall off, they don't have to, they won't suffocate from like, you know, the things in the bed, and you know, someone else like roll over them.